having a pot to piss in. When you broke, it's hard to be optimistic. Some of your friends really your opposition. Money make it awful tough to spot the difference.
But when they show their true colors, you best believe it. Don't ever give a snake a second chance to sink their teeth in. Oh, sometimes it's best to find a vault for all your secrets. If blood is thicker than water, I'm anemic, cause I got some cousins that too close to me, I call them brothers. I got some cousins I don't fuck with, I got no love for them. Some of your family will fuck you over and over, and then over again. You call them your fam? Sometimes you gotta sever ties with the people you love. Cause them people you love don't mean you no good. Food for thought, I hope you swallow it and trust your gut. Cause most people won't help you get no pie unless they take a cut. I remember barely having a pot to piss in. Mama couldn't pay the bills, so we got evicted. A lot of nose-ass family members in mama business. They offer judgment and ridicule, but not assistance. Mama tried everything she could and shit got even worse. Growing up, I would hear Keela got what she deserved. Damn, that's family for you. Family loves to watch other families struggle. Well, I be damn, ain't life grand. Keela's son got some money, now we family again. Now you behind on your bills, and you need my helping hand. Well, I got nothing to give you, this is my mama's revenge. Cause when my mama was struggling, you had to rub that shit in. Who you got in this world if you can't depend on your kin? So if you drowning in debt and you think that I'm stepping in, I got bad news for you. You should've learned how to swim, cause it's not a shoe on the other field and this field with cement. Now I'm gon' watch as you suffer like you did to my mother. No, I ain't been the same since I buried my brother. Me and mama ain't spoke, but that don't mean I don't love her. I think my heart pump ice. I'm a cold motherfucker, cause when the heat wasn't working, we ain't have enough cover. You thought since I was a kid I would forget what you did, but one of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge. And it's sweet.
Yeah, like ice cream to me. Yeah, true indeed. Yeah, this is mama. Yeah, long little pill. See, one of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge. Yeah, seek mama's revenge. One of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge. See, one of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge.
Lord, help me forgive. Let me forget. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You won't beef with the king. What is you gonna do? This is Hood Tales with ConeHead coming to you live and direct. And this is episode 149. This is a special occasion. This is for the birthday lady in my life, Mama Dukes. Just wanted to say happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for everything you instilled in me. Thank you for everything you showed me, even the tough love you gave me throughout my lifetime. I want to say thank you, God, for blessing me with a wonderful, exceptional mother. She turned 81 on yesterday. I did another episode, so, I didn't get a chance to do that, but, I did today. She's never listened to none of my podcasts, let me be clear, because she's the bishop, you know what I'm saying? I'm a preacher kid, so, certain shit can be tolerated and certain shit will never be tolerated, so that's just how that goes. But, to all my listeners and all my subscribers and all the people who support me, I thank you for everything. Check out my YouTube channel to get the hit like, subscribe, notification bell, when I upload anything, whether audio content or video. But I wanted to come to y'all today just to celebrate a life that means more to me than anything. Like, my mom adopted me when I was turning 5. from out of that foster home that me and my brother was in. And she just has always been an angel to me and my siblings, to me, my siblings and my father, to me, my siblings' father, and our family. Both. Oh, my brother's side and on my father's side. She's been a wonderful impact in the community where she has her church and where she actually raised me and my siblings. Well, the ones that was in the house. But yeah, man, just it's an amazing feat. God allowed her to see 81, and that's just a blessing within itself. You know, a lot of people have lost parents along the way, rather early in life or later in life. But I'm just thankful that I still have both of them here, my father and my mother. Like, the impact in my life has been so amazing. You know, going through the little situations I've been through in my lifetime just taught me to appreciate them more and value them more. To value my father for the man that he is. To value my mother for the woman that she is. Like, I remember the first day we met her at the zoo, and we was on the little train, and you know, we still got pictures of that to this day, and it's just amazing to look at time and how it has passed, and to know that at the end of the day, God allowed this woman to seek out a little boy, because she just wanted one at first. And then when I guess the agency showed me and my brother, she just was kind of like torn because she wanted just one child. But then God opened up her heart and had her take both of us. You know what I'm saying? She gave us a Hot Wheel car piece, me and my brother, and we got on the train ride, and we was just so giggly, laughing and just happy. You know, being in that dark place that we was in at one point in time. It really was like dark days, so we was able to go through the process, formally be adopted like a week before my 5th birthday. And she washed my mouth out with soap because I was cussing at 4 years old, you know, calling girls bitches and shit. So not laughing at that, but just laughing at how mean I was growing up when I was a little kid. I was mean as shit, as mean as a rattlesnake. So, and over time we had our clashes and stuff like that. When I was 9, you know, I left home because I didn't want to be there because of the fact that I always went to church and never really got to be a kid. So, you know, but the older I have gotten and the maturer I've become, you know, I realized like these was necessary things that had to be a part of my life, because I've already came from a dysfunctional background from my mother and her dysfunctional family, and then the, you know, abuse from her to abuse in the foster home. So it kind of created and shaped a little narrative about who I am, you know. So it didn't kill me, it just made me violent more than anything. But I'm not violent towards women. I've never put my hands on a woman in my life, as far as, you know, I just have daughters, and you know, and I think of my daughters, it's just that at the end of the day, you know, God knows, you know, who I am on the inside. And no matter who tries to bring that out of me on the inside, you know, as far as the wicked part, it never prospered, because, you know, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But, you know, I come to y'all today just thanking God to celebrate her life. You know, 81 years is a long time to be on this earth. Because a lot of people didn't even make it out of infancy. So to be healthy, walking around, exercising, even though she don't make raccoon and chitlins for me no more. You know, she has her reasons why her and my daddy on that health kick. So I get it, I understand, but she gonna have to teach me how to make that shit, cause I ain't going around not ever celebrating a holiday without chitlins and raccoon in my life. That's just a promise I'm gonna make to myself for this new year. But to my listeners out there who have their parents still here, whether y'all relationships are good or whether y'all relationships are not so good, man, pick up that phone, just tell them you love them, even if y'all don't even get along. Just say I love you, and I just pray that, God changes your heart. Because sometimes we don't understand what our parents been through. My mom is a domestic violence survivor. Her first husband was very, very abusive, and she had met him in high school. And when I was a kid, I used to see him come around, but I never knew the history behind their situation. Yeah, apparently, old boy was a very abusive man that used to put his hands on her. Now, when I found out the story, and when I got older, Buddy tried to come around and act like he was like a father figure to a man who already has a father. So, one day I told him, hey man, like, nigga, I don't see you who you supposed to be. You washed up now. Back in the day, you might have been that nigga, but you ain't that nigga today. And I said, yeah, what about this shit about you putting your hands on my mama, nigga? I said, yeah, put your hands on me. Let's see if you like the odds. Let's see if you like how I feel to get punched on and hit on. Because I was already almost 3+. I had size on me back in the day. I was very athletic, but I was heavy set. So, I told Buddy, like, if you want a problem, nigga, like, yeah, put your hands on me. Because he was, like, chastising me about some shit that happened between me and my mama, and I was like, man, nigga, that's not your place. You not my dad, nigga. You are not no male figure to me. So mind your business. Stay in your lane and stay over there. Cause this is a big problem you don't want on your ass. And he just sat there and looked crazy. And he gave me my community service hours. And I went on about my business. He looked out at times because of my mother. I will say that when it came to me being on probation, I had to do community service hours. He just told me to walk in, sign that shit, and leave. I didn't have to stay for the duration or nothing. And I value that, but all that shit about him getting in family business, and nigga, that's not your place. So me being a preacher kid, there was a lot of stigmas and shit that came along with it. But at the end of the day, I love the fact that I had these things instilled in me for this present day, to know that, it was well worth the being pissed off, the mad, the upset, don't want to go, because now all I do is pray. All I do is talk to God. All I do is have my relationship with God. And I'm thankful that my mother and father both instilled that in me, because a lot of us out here walking blind, don't even know anything about it, And I wish, the best for everybody, because everybody deserves, the opportunity to, be loved and be cared for and things like that. And it's kind of sad that some people don't even know, don't even understand none of that, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't know to have a relationship with God. They just don't know. It wasn't a part of their upbringing when they was growing up, and that's kind of sad, but you'll be surprised. And then you have some who was blessed to be in that position and the opportunity that don't even value it, don't even believe, and don't even take advantage of it. So, you have to be thankful. Like right now, I'm thankful for everything God has blessed me with. Big or small, it's just been a blessing. This 2024 has been pretty decent. So far, so good. Starting off, it's been really, really good. Some things kind of, didn't kind of go the way I expected to, but you know, I'm optimistic that it'll work out. Things will work itself out. But yeah, man, it's just a blessing, man, to have my mother, 81 young, and just still walking, still moving around, not bedridden, not in a wheelchair, not hospitalized. She's been through a lot in life, from pacemakers to just taking care of my father when he had cancer, and just when he had the massive heart attack in 22, you know, just to see this woman's resilience about the fact that she was not going to leave my father's side no matter what. And that's the love that you should be getting from your significant other. Like, you everything to them. Like, you not being here or being in their life is detrimental to them. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's a control thing, but it's just good to know that somebody cares about you and loves you that much, that they don't want to be with nobody else. They don't see nobody else. They ain't thinking about nobody else. All they want to be is with you and only you. That's the love that I see when I see my parents together. That's the love I saw when my mother had to make sure my dad was okay. That's the love that I saw when my mother had to be taken care of by my father. Like, it didn't matter what was going on. Like, no hardship, no rough patch, no bullshit could ever come between the love of these two individuals. And you know, hopefully one day I'll find that. Hopefully one day that I'll meet a woman that can actually be that in that way, you know. To unconditional, no limits, no, oh, I can't accept this, I can't accept that. No, I'm talking about no, just no limits. Ain't no limits on the love that they have for you. That's an awesome thing to have. Like, to see them like best friends laughing and joking and enjoying themselves when it's just them two. To even having their grandkids around and just seeing the generations walk through the door and know that, you know, this is a loving home. This is a embraceful, loving family. Like, these patriarchs and matriarchs have created the blueprint for what is desired and what's to be expected of a family. And like, that's not the easiest thing to do, you know. You know, you have all kind of trial tribulations, you have temptations, you have all that shit that come along with being on earth. You know, people say they have eyes and they supposed to use them to see. You know, some people use them deceptively, you know. Some people use them for lusting. Some people use them for betrayals and things of that nature. Instead of just looking and admiring with God's creations, you know. At the end of the day, like, I know my father got eyes, I know my mother got eyes. But they didn't let their eyes lead them to adultery. They didn't let eyes lead them to affairs. They didn't let their eyes lead to disrespecting of that sanctified, sanctuarial institution that God created, which was marriage, you know. But marriage is not really admired. It's not really, you know, it's not even the end game for a lot of people. Some people would rather be common law, where they just been together so long, the state sees them as married, without the vows, without the, you know, the basic necessities. But to see two people last 40 plus years married, loving, caring, no matter if you get up under my skin, and no matter if I think you're the best in the world, the love never changed. The love is still the same, and it's just growing stronger and stronger over these 40 plus years. You know, my dad turns 84 this year. Lord's willing, he's here to see 84. That would be a blessing, you know. It's a blessing to come into 2024, and my mother's 81. Like I said, if you have parents, if they're still here, if you can still hug their neck, if you can still pick up the phone and call them, if you can just pull up on them and say, hey, I love you, you know, do that. That's a blessing, you know. Don't ever take that for granted, ever, please. Like, there's a lot of people who don't have their parents and wish they were here. There's a lot of people who still haven't gotten over the death of their parents. Like, it still bothers them years later. It might be 1 year all the way 20, 30 years later. And that's just how that goes, you know. And it's sad to know that if God gave you an opportunity to try to fix things, you know, this episode touches someone's life when it comes to their parents, especially their mothers. You know, I didn't have a great relationship with my biological mother, but today I stand heel and toe with that lady. Like, nobody can't disrespect her, nobody can't take advantage of her, and nobody can, you know, definitely put their hands on her. Cause I'm coming, you know what I'm saying? With all the force, with all the guardian angels that God presented and blessed me with, that kept me safe during the abusive years and kept me safe during, you know, everything else that I've endured in life. Like, it's a blessing to know that, you know, God was there the whole entire time, no matter what me and my brother went through. Even when I was adopted and I was on my shit, my rebellious shit, my outlaw shit, he still was there with me through it all because I had a praying father and I had a praying mother and I had praying ancestors and praying relatives and praying siblings and praying extended family, you know. So I cherish everything that I've been blessed with. I mean, right now, I just love the fact that I'm on my way up and I can't do nothing but smile because better days are coming, you know. And just always remember, no matter how dark it may be outside, no matter how bad the storm may rage, just always remember that God is in control. He controlled the storm when Jesus was on the boat, asleep, and all the disciples, the rough waves had everybody afraid. The whole entire time they was on the vessel with the heavenly with Jesus, and it was amazing that they didn't realize like they was good no matter how bad the storm raged, because you was on the boat with Jesus. But it took for Jesus to wake up to calm the storm, to make them appreciate and feel better about everything instead of trusting in their faith. But like it goes to show, we're human. No one's perfect. No one always sticks to the rules, you know, when it comes to certain things. You know, you be put in a situation that's uncomfortable, you never know how you would react. I hear people all the time say what they will and what will do and will do and will do. But sometimes you don't know what you'll do until you put in that situation. I remember I was like, man, fuck the police, this, that, and the third. And I've always been strong adamantly about that. And I had to be put in a situation where it was like, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I stood on what I believed in. Like, I didn't change no matter who was trying to talk to me, who was trying to persuade me to do this and do that. It wasn't going to work. Because at the end of the day, no weapon formed against me will ever and shall never prosper. And any tongue that rises up against us in judgment, it shall be condemned. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember those things at times when it seems bleak. You know, you got to remember sometimes we go through shit and God bless us through it all. We pray and have our faith, but also we got family and parents. If they're, you know, even if you don't communicate with them, you know, you have some that still pray for you. When you go out here and want to do your own thing, when you want to go out here and you know, say, fuck what they talking about, I'm going to do me. You know, do you to the best of your abilities, but respect what your parents instilled in you. If you had that blessing to be able to have your parents to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the boss lady, man. Mama, I love you. I appreciate you. You just don't understand how important you are to my life and how important you've always been to my life, me and my siblings and family. You're a decorated woman in the community. Like, you know, you do what you can to spread God's word. You do what you can to help the people in the community who don't have the help. You know, you go around and you minister to those, and you also help those in need. You point them in the right direction to find the things that's necessary for them to help them get through whatever they're dealing with. Thank you for blessing us with Hope House. That was an amazing journey. You and Miss Carter, y'all did an awesome job. Even as a kid, I remember, going there and having fun and eating and things of that nature. Even though we wasn't struggling like that, we was still able to go to the Hope House and eat for free and get the free meal before we went home and things like that. And you ran it, very, very professionally. And then like becoming a bishop and, retiring your business and, walking away from your business to be, God's messenger, that was a dope thing. And you've been successful in everything you've done. You've even inspired your children to do better and do more because we come from you. You showed us what it's like to be your own boss. That's why y'all have a hard time with me accepting working a job where I clock in and I'm stationary when I like to have freedom. Because you showed me the blueprint. You and Dad showed me the blueprint on being my own man, being my own boss, working for myself, blessing my family to maybe leave something in the future as an inheritance. And I thank y'all for that. I thank you and I thank Dad. I appreciate both of y'all. But this is the day that the Lord has made. The day, January 8th is the day that God blessed us with you. You know what I'm saying? Even though Grandma passed away at an early age when you was a little girl, you still grew up to be a outstanding woman. You grew up to be an outstanding lady. Sophistication, class, elegance and all those good words. Like, I appreciate you. And I love you so much and I value you. And we gonna have our baby bump heads because we still beefing about these chitlins and these raccoons. But, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And you've always had my heart. You captivated my heart. And I love the fact that you met you haven't seen your granddaughter and since she was a little girl, and just to embrace her, like she just be coming around all the time, and to let her know that she's very special and let her know that you love her, even though y'all haven't been close like that. That you want her to come around more. You want her to be accessible to you because you want to make up for that time that was missing. You know what I'm saying? And I love you for that. Because she needs love. She needs to be hugged. She needs affection. Because even seeing her and giving her phone, the way she acts is just crazy because I can tell like she's not getting loved on in that home. And Lord's will, when things get corrected in my life, I'm going to get custody of my daughter and my son. And I'm going to raise them like y'all raised me. I'm going to instill in them what y'all instilled in me as I'm doing that as we speak. But shout out to Ma Dukes, a.k.a. Aunt Ree, a.k.a. Bishop, a.k.a. Dr. Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Bishop. Pastor, you know what I'm saying, all the monikers. I love you, Mom, and I thank you for everything you've done. This is episode 149. We almost at 150. But like and subscribe. I appreciate the support. I thank y'all for, holding me down, and thank y'all for being there for me. But at the end of the day, if you love me, you love me. If you hate me, you hate me. But one thing about it, you won't put your hands on it. This is Hood Tales of ConeHead, and I'm out.
I remember not having a pot to piss in. When you broke, it's hard to be optimistic. Some of your friends really your opposition. Money make it awful tough to spot the difference.
But when they show their true colors, you best believe it. Don't ever give a snake a second chance to sink their teeth in. Oh, sometimes it's best to find a vault for all your secrets. If blood is thicker than water, I'm anemic, cause I got some cousins that too close to me, I call them brothers. I got some cousins I don't fuck with, I got no love for them. Some of your family will fuck you over and over, and then over again. You call them your fam? Sometimes you gotta sever ties with the people you love. Cause them people you love don't mean you no good. Food for thought, I hope you swallow it and trust your gut, cause most people won't help you get no pie unless they take a cut. I remember barely having a pot to piss in. Mama couldn't pay the bills, so we got evicted. A lot of nose-ass family members in mama business. They offer judgment and ridicule, but not assistance. Mama tried everything she could and shit got even worse. Growing up, I would hear Keela got what she deserved. Damn, that's family for you. Family loves to watch other families struggle. Well, I be damn, ain't life grand. Keela's son got some money, now we family again. Now you behind on your bills, and you need my helping hand. Well, I got nothing to give you, this is my mama's revenge. Cause when my mama was struggling, you had to rub that shit in. Who you got in this world if you can't depend on your kin? So if you drowning in debt and you think that I'm stepping in, I got bad news for you. You should've learned how to swim, cause it's not a shoe on the other field and this field with cement. Now I'm gon' watch as you suffer like you did to my mother. No, I ain't been the same since I buried my brother. Me and mama ain't spoke, but that don't mean I don't love her. I think my heart pump ice. I'm a cold motherfucker, cause when the heat wasn't working, we ain't have enough cover. You thought since I was a kid I would forget what you did, but one of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge. And it's sweet,
yeah, like ice cream to me. Yeah, true indeed. Yeah, this is mama, yeah. Long little pill. See, one of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge. Yeah. Seek mama's revenge. One of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge. See, one of the reasons I got paid was to seek mama's revenge.